the PowerPoints, we are moving to creating road networks. So there are some rules or tips that I said here. First thing is create integrated roads or highway when there is a median in between, forward or backward. So what that means is, for example, let's say this is the highway, right? And this is, for example, a local road, or I don't know, arterial road, right? So this is the highway, and there is some block in this, right? So this highway has 1, 2, 3 lanes. I don't want to use the eastbound and westbound. It's just in this side, right? So it's forward movement, for example, it's backward movement. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and there is one here, which I believe that's, yeah, that's just um, let's say it's just, I think, maybe joining to a ramp or something here at the end, because if we see, let's say here, then yes, this is interesting because it doesn't have any additional lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Sometimes, so where is that? Yeah, something. Yeah, it's adding some lane here, but it's not. I guess maybe because this Google Map is not updated. This is my no. Okay, so yeah, so I guess, yeah, it's, yeah, it's here, yeah, so it's updated. So yes, it's going to a ramp. My guess was right. It's going to a ramp, this lane, right? So it's an additional lane here, but 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes here, and 1, 2, 3, and 4 lanes here, right? So it's basically 8 lanes, 2, 3, 4, yeah, in overall for this highway. We will add this part later on, but I mean, this is the main highway, right? So what you need to do is go to the road plan tool, and then come to the library browser. Here you need to go to the road style, and then there are some samples for creating the road. So for example, simple, ramp, residential, highway. This is probably the freeway, right? Because there is a block. So what I want to do is, it's 4 lane by 4 lane, right? From here, let's say if I add it from here, right? So if you see, yeah, okay, perfect. If you see, hold Alt and Shift, and then, sorry, Alt and left and right mouse button, you can see this link is adding here, not on top of the map. So what's the problem? Okay, the problem is, if you go to the view, and then we are in the perspective mode. So if we change it to orthographic, or press O, and I simply delete this one. Now zoom in. Again, create the link from here, then here. Now you see that hold Alt, basically rotate. You see that this is now on top of the map, right? So if I come here, and then you see it's on top of the map. If you want to make sure that it's on top of the map, then just click this and use this project rule. Now something is coming up here, right? So this, um, let's say, for example, this is the elevation, by the way, and you can see it's from 170 meter to 100. So this, which means that this road is almost 175 meters. Uh, Basically, it's located higher than the sea level, right? So let's say if I, for example, click on this one and then change it to decrease it, you can see that uh, our road is, the elevation is changing, right? So why we are using these two first to create the RoadRunner, first to create the elevations and get a precise gradient, and second, it's for having a nice 3D of the roads for the other softwares we want to use. Just Control Z, undo, and now click on again the road plan, and let's say now if I just click on this road plan and then say here, it creates additional lane. I don't want this, right? So I want to keep continuing this lane. So what I want to do is, I'm going to do is click here and then select this one and then right? So now you can see that this lane is continuing. Now one more thing, if I click on this and then right click, you can see that there is now, you see this purple, when I select the link, there are two separate links. Avoid using this type of approach and use an integrated road or link as much as you can. We don't want the separate things, because the reason is if you change something here, then it doesn't change anything here. For example, I want to add a lane here. So I'm going to the lane tool, right? And then, for example, I'm going to change the attributes of this lane from driving to shoulder, right? And then the travel direction is undirected, right? And then if you go now to this lane, you can see still that's driving and forward. But this lane here is shoulder and not direct. I don't want this because it makes our work miserable, right? So what we want to do is we need to clean this and then just change it to, this should be again the driving and the forward, right? And then click on the road plan here, click on this one and then this, right? And then you need to again keep continuing. Now if you see, there is, if I select the whole road, it's just selecting the whole road. Click here and then here and then here, try to create the roads. Okay, now if I click on the hole and then select projected road, it's just matching on the surface. See? Okay, now hmm, one more thing. Okay, let's move for now. So if you see the shoulder here is, here the shoulder, the line is almost matched, right? But here it's not. So let's see, because I mean the roads should match. right, with the aerial image. So I'm clicking on the link and then click on this one. There is a blue lane here. So in the blue lane, there are some point that we created, right? We can change. So these are the curving. So we can change, we can, for example, this one, I'm just changing to a little bit, right? This one. Because we need to match. So it's almost matched. So sometimes it's matched, but should exactly match with. So usually the shoulder, the width is identical, but here I don't think so. It's the case because we may check it inside the Google Map. See, the width is different, right? So let's see. So now this is the right. So I'm going to check the width from here to here. It's 2 point almost 13 if I am not wrong. 2 point, no, 2.25, and what the other? 2.50? Okay, so it's, yeah, it seems that it's not either 2.25, it's here, so we need to change the width because it's not matching, right? So yeah, I'm going to the lane width tool here, and then click on this one. This is the shoulder, right? And then this is 3.5, which is a lot, 2.25, right? And this one, the other shoulder, which is 2.58 it was, or 2.5 maybe. At least very, okay, very, yeah, it was nearby the, so if I clear the measurements and then go a little bit further, let's say here, for example, what's the measurements here? So it changed to 3.5 now. It's bad because this shoulder is, the width is changing, right? So what I can do, or we can do is, but I guess for the lanes, it's 3 point, should be 3.7, I guess, right? 3.75 or 3.5. Yeah, it should be 3.75, I guess. But this aerial image is, for us, is giving us some directions or hints, right? So starting from here, if I change this to 3.75 and this one to 3.75 and this one to 3.5, yeah, it's matching here. It's 75, 5, this one to 3.75, right? And now, let's say this shoulder, I believe, so let's just now try to match. Yes, I guess this shoulder we need to go to the lane width and then change it to 3.5. And it was 3 point, sorry, 3.5, right? And this one, it's some, yeah, these are the difficulties of works. That, yeah, it's almost matched now, here at least, right? And then if we move a little bit, let's say here, I can just do some modification here. Here, right? So if you see, look at this marking, it's almost matched. And then here, so here is okay. I'm just seeing whether it's, yeah, here it was, I think they are not matching, right? From where, so you should check it, like continuously we need to check, right? So this line here, if you see from here, the shoulder is decreasing a little bit, right? So what we can do is go to the lane width and then try to so let me first try to use the same geometry as we can, then we will change it. So you can also move horizontally this one, right? Makes our job a little. So here, if you see, for example, between this point, there is no any purple point, let's, or curve point, right? So what I can do is just right click, then a curve is added, right? Yeah, this one can be a little bit up. And you need to check it, right? So it's the job that needs some patience. So it's fine until here, but I mean, this, if you look at these cars, they are, so there is something here that we need probably to fix it. So okay, if you go to the lane width tool and then let's say, for example, here, I guess starting from here we have some, just click on this and then right click, it's adding something here, right? Again, come here, click and adding something, right? So now if I move this a little bit, I'm changing the width of this dynamically to 2.8, right? So it doesn't change. Why I added this? Because it doesn't change this one. It's 3.5, but it's just changing this part. We need to do that basically, because it's otherwise it's not matching, right? Even now we need to go, maybe click on this one and then a little bit should play around. Maybe this is 6. Because if you see now, these markings are matching. So it shows that even here, if you see, the markings are not matching, right? So maybe we need to again add something here and then try to match. Now it's much better. Again, here, if you see, these are not. I'm using this to match it. It's much better now. Okay. Yeah, you can do this for other. So this is the simple examples of creating a road with the freeways now here. So let me see. Yes, create a skeleton without any junction and connector. Yeah. So first, you need to create the skeleton, which means don't create. For example, there is a junction right here. There is a merging link, and and there is here, for example, another diverging link, right? So I mean, don't, for now, just create the skeleton. So a skeleton means that, for example, here again for this road, we need to create the same thing, right? 1, 2, 3. So let's see, this is and this is not freeway. So let's just delete this one, and then it's just a 3-lane roads, right? So it's kind of ramp, basically, right? Because it's at the end, I'm not sure whether that's merging or diverging or. Yes, it's coming from, it's a parallel, basically, highway, but somewhere it should join to the highway or diverging, right? So I mean, I can create it using different type of link. Let's say I'm creating this as not freeway. Control undo, just undo, and then maybe just put it ramp for now. Okay, click on the ramp, and then okay, so try to be more. So maybe it's a good practice. So I don't want to create the others, I just want to fix it because it's a 3-lane. So let's click on the lane tool. It's 2-lane right now. If I add another lane, then it's a 3-lane now, right? So go to the link and then try to match it. Don't worry about this for now. I will teach you all the things that you need to. Okay, so if you see now, I want to modify this lane, right? So there is a lane marking tool here. Click on it, this one, and then this is basically clicking the lane marking. Click on this one, and then go to the marking, which is here. And then here in the folders, you can see, for example, a dash short single wide or a dash single wide. So let's go with this dash single wide. If you see, it's adding some dashed marking, right? So which is, I think we are now in a very good, right? Yes. So and I guess the lane width is 3.7. Okay, now if I want to continue this roads, right? until some parts. You need to continue maybe adding one here which do not interfere with. And then until the end. Not this one, Control Z and this one, and then until the end, right? Okay, so now you have this one. So one more thing about the laning, about this lane marking is, let's say here, if you click on this lane tool for the lane management, and for now just click on this shoulder and delete it, right? So here is yellow, right? So we need to click on the lane marking and then this one, and then go to the marking and single solid yellow, right? Click on it and then grab it here, right? So it's just yellow now. You can also do similar type of things for here. Here is white for now. Okay, so yeah, you can create the other parts of the highway as well. So what I mean is, again, create a ramp here and then similar to what we did here, right? So now if I click on this one, press F and then zoom in and then hold Alt, and then I want to just see how it looks like, right? Yeah, so okay, I added this here. Okay, now we want to create this arterial road. So what I want to do is I create this part, the right side, and then I will leave the left side to do for you because it's similar, right? So for creating this also arterial roads, go to the link, and then if you see there is a median here, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes here, and then 1, 2, 3 lanes here, right? It's almost this type of things, Main Street. So what I want to do is from here, let's say, I'm creating the roads. Just always be careful of this type of merging. So for that, just you need to click on this ramp and then move it a little bit so that we don't have any interference. For now, we are just creating the skeleton, right? Again, this median should be exactly in the middle. And if you see, the median is bigger than our median. So let's go to Google and then see what is this median length. From here, 2.5, almost 2.4. What's the lane width? 3.5, I guess, yeah. So this go to the lane width and then this median, which is this one, from 3.5 to 2.5. From 2.5, yes. So the median is much better, right? So go to the link to the road plan tool and then just try to. So what's the width for the 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, right? I think something here is a little bit weird because let's see from here to here. Yeah, it's 3.5, but because we are, is there any kind of shoulder? I don't think so. It's just a lane. So we can just simply delete this shoulder here. Click on this one and then delete this one. I don't think so there is a shoulder. Yeah, so still it's not, we need to reconfigure, right? Click on this one and then yes, if you see now they are matching. I mean, always there are some bugs around. So try to, yeah, it's now good, right? So if you just simply click on it and then I try to map it, then you can see it's almost matched, right? So this traffic light is here, seriously? Okay, what a weird design. Okay, yeah, because the reason is okay. I guess for now we don't want this part, sidewalk and this curve and this, and just simply delete. We can add them later on. Now it's fine. If you see this lane has more width, right? So it's 2.5 now. It should be 3.5, I guess. 3.5. Yes, and then this part as well should be 3.5, right? So okay, now it's, and this is 4-lane roads. So go to the add lane tool and here add another one. So go to the lane tool and here you should change it from shoulder to driving, and then this is the forward, this one as well, driving, and this should be forward, and then go to the lane. Yes, go to the width. This one should be 3.5, right? Okay, now they are matching. You can go to the lane marking again and marking. And then this 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes, and this is 3 lanes. Okay. And then I am going to create this bridge as well. If I simply keep continuing this road, right? I need to keep continuing this road, one from here, and then there is a bridge here, right? So before the bridge, I want to again project the roads, and then from here to here, right? And then to here. So now if I select now the road and click on the project roads, if you see it goes, it touches the ground, right? We don't want this because there is a bridge here. So Control Z, that's why before that I applied the project roads. So now if you see there is some kind of bridge, but it's not completed yet. So we will complete it. So what we can do is to match in this one, right? We need to match it. I'm trying my best. Okay, and so this part, if you see, there is some empty, like this part, there is no median here, right? So what we can do is go to the road chop, and then here it starts from here almost, right? And then right click. Okay, no, Control Z again. So go to the link, select the roads, and then go to the road chop again. I don't want these type of things here. Don't know why they are. Let's see.